How to make a thumbnail for YouTube in Canva. By the end of this video, you will know how to do that. So let's get started. Looking at a random selection inside of YouTube, the thumbnail is this image that your ideal listener will see when they're scrolling through YouTube. Now, these are all about graphic design, and you can see that there's a bunch of things out there for how you create inside of Canva. But depending on what it is that you're looking for, you can see that people approach their thumbnails in different ways. In order to create a thumbnail, consider right from the beginning what your branding colors are, what your fonts are, what your layout is, so that you can create consistent thumbnails across your channel. Now, you can see these just take a simple text approach with an image across the background. You can see these have the text off to the side. So let's go ahead and let's open up Canva, and I'll show you how easy it is to create YouTube thumbnails inside of Canva. Canva is awesome. And as long as you're using these for your own channels or your own personal use, you can use either the free version or the paid version. If you're going to be creating template for YouTube's for resale, you do need to make sure that you use the free elements and photos inside of YouTube only. But let's go ahead and on your Canva page, right where it has search for content, go ahead and type in YouTube thumbnails. And voila, there are all of these templates sitting here waiting for you to customize and create your own YouTube. So the first thing I want you to do is scroll through YouTube itself to kind of get an idea of which thumbnails you like the best, which ones represent you or that you feel that you can transform into your own images. And then come back into Canva and put in YouTube thumbnails, and then select a starting template. So let's say this one jumps out at you right here. So we'll go ahead and open this up inside of Canva. It populates. So this YouTube thumbnail is comprised of an image, and then it has, you can see when I put the cursor over, you can see that there's an image, that there is some kind of element right there slanted to the side, and then another, probably the background of the image. And then there is a text element, another text element, and a third text element. And there is this highlighter. So let's go ahead and change this. Let me show you how you can take a thumbnail like this and turn it into anything that you would like. So the first thing you will do is you will retitle your thumbnail for your own records. So let's say you're going to put my thumbnails right there at the top. Imagine for a moment that you have a YouTube channel that is focused on crochet. So let's go over into the elements and the photos inside of Canva itself, and let's find a crochet image that you can use for your first thumbnail. If you are an artist, if you do create things, you can take photos of your own creations and use them the same way by uploading your images specifically into Canva. But let's go ahead and look inside of their photos, and let's put crochet. And you will scroll through looking at the images, finding one that has a good color scheme and a style that suits your channel. So say for a second, you like very neutral colors. This isn't a good neutral color crochet. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag that image, and it populates right into the thumbnail for you. Then you can come over here and you take whatever your YouTube channel video is about, and you would create your own title right here that your watcher, your reader, your subscriber, your ideal viewer would see as they're scrolling through YouTube. So 10 easy I'm just going to make this up as we go. Crochet tips. And you can see that I used crochet. I used the text style that was already inside of this template. I can put for beginners. Just making it up because your YouTube channel is going to be very customized to your audience. And then I'm going to leave this watch now because I think that that is awesome. You can change the background. You can change the font style. You can change or remove elements inside of the thumbnails. And you can fine tune this and you can tweak it for your own enjoyment. So a fun tip to do is if you liked this as a neutral theme, you can come over here and you can click on the actual picture. Actually, that's not what I was thinking. Come over here to the templates and go ahead and put YouTube. Sorry, you see my brain just kind of froze for a second. And all I'm going to do right this second is scroll through and find another thumbnail that has a color imaging or a style that my eye likes so that I can show you a quick trick for changing the format of your YouTube channel using existing templates as inspiration. So if you wanted to, you could scroll through and you said, I think I just would like mine to be more vibrant and colorful, but I love this image. So you would just scroll through the templates until you found one that you thought, wow, this has better colors for me. So I'm going to use this template right here as a style inspiration. I'm going to click on these three little dots right here, and I'm going to put apply style only, and it automatically transitions that thumbnail according to that style. So using Canva for your thumbnails in YouTube is easy. And so if I wanted to make a series of YouTube videos on a particular topic like crochet, I could take this thumbnail and I could create a copy by clicking on this duplicate page icon, and it's going to duplicate that page. And then I could come in here and I could change the title according to the series of videos that I was going to be creating. And then I can come back in and also add a varying set of images so that when people are looking for tips and tricks about crochet, they are finding my images. That one's a little too dark, so I can come in here and I can brighten it so that it's more in the color scheme. But now I'll show you in a second. Let me just grab a couple more images. Here's another one that's similar to that first one. It's actually very similar. And then let's do one more. These blue kind of go together. That's too light. Darken it. Okay, so in Canva, I can come right here and this little grid view button. If I click on that, now you can see the 4 different thumbnails that I've created, 5 different thumbnails that I've created for an imaginary series on crochet inside of YouTube. And looking at these, you can see that your viewer would see consistency and branding from your YouTube channel. And you would want to pay attention to the colors that you use, the fonts that you use, and the layout of the actual thumbnails. So as they're scrolling through YouTube and your videos pop up on their feed, they'll stand as your videos to your viewer. So that's how you can use Canva to create thumbnails inside of that's how you can use Canva to create your thumbnails for YouTube. And it's super easy, super intuitive, and will make a huge difference as you are looking for your viewers to grow your channel.